Hey knitter friends, it is a beautiful April day, April 1st, April 1st! It's 70 degrees here and I'm just gonna finish knitting on the hat I'm working on right now, and I'm gonna catch you in a few minutes for episode 155 of the Knitting Samurai and Her Guys video podcast. Okay, touch back soon. Welcome to episode 155 of the Knitting Samurai and Her Guys. I'm your host Steph, also known as the Knitting Samurai over on Ravelry, and we're in the boys' playroom today. The afternoon light just hits this room from the two windows. It hits it pretty well, and I thought it would be a pleasant place for us to be with our little animals and books and whatever. This is my new sitting chair, so this is my chair in the room so that I can sit and knit while the boys play, wherever they're playing in here. So, should we jump into the knitting straight away? Okay, let's do it. So it's been 2 weeks since last I talked to you, at least 2 weeks, and there's only been progress on 3 things. See, look, I can pile them up in my lap. It's an accessories time of year for me right now, and if I wanted to do a 2016 update, would be that I'm down to 169 miles, and that's good. And everything else is not really being accomplished because I moved, and it's almost like the new house is a third child, because it's like you worry about the house, you gotta take care of the house, you gotta get the house set up. You are at work, but you're thinking about the house, all the things you want to do with the house. You want to be at the house, you want to be with the house. You don't want to be doing anything but be here. So I've been busy when I am here, and knitting has taken a backseat, but it's gonna get better, I promise. Starting today, because it's a lull time at work now. It slows down for a little bit, and I can just breathe, and I don't have to bring it home with me in the evenings. I can put my feet up, and my cat can sit on my lap, because that's his favorite place to be. And yeah, so the 3 projects I have with me. One is the finished hat that I alluded to earlier. So this is my second version. This is based on the Bobble Hat by Donna Smith. I love it. You use the yarn double, and I would say that's the only reason why I've accomplished as much knitting as I have, is because I am using yarn held double, and I intend to continue that. This is going to be the year of use up some yarn. So this is my second one, right? I took the Bobble Hat pattern, and I combined the, I don't know what they're called, Winter's Coming mittens. I took her charts, and that's for Game of Thrones, put the Stark Wolf on this side, Dire Wolf, and put Winter's Coming on this side. And from a distance, it looks much better than it does in person. I think I'm going to do some duplicate stitching on the W. It just looks off to me, and the R, they don't look so clear. And also, on the wolf itself, I'm going to do duplicate stitching with a black in on the eye. I was using up some, let's see, Fingering Weight Misty Alpaca hand paints in color 12. I know that. And I was holding it double with some Barocco Soft Comfort, which is a 50-50 acrylic blend, and wool acrylic. And I thought that those two the qualities of the wool and acrylic would offset the alpaca, so that the hat doesn't grow as much, but the alpaca and the wool will make it really warm, and the fact that it's double will make it dense. And I don't know if you could see it, I could see it. So I'm going along. This is I knit gauntlets, like really long fingerless mitts for my boss. With the Misty Alpaca, I knit the prototype, the first one of this hat with the Misty Alpaca, and about here I ran out of it. But back in 2008, when I bought that yarn, I was in love with that color and didn't really understand that alpaca wasn't the greatest of yarns for knitting a sweater, and I bought a sweater's worth of that color in the worsted weight. So it was obviously a different dye lot, and so it looks a little more gray, a little less black than the bottom half of the hat, but I don't care, and he's not gonna care. This is a gift for a friend. And yeah, so this is the second one I knit for him. I'm pretty certain I'm gonna weave in the ends on both and give him both and say, you pick, either one is for you. So really warm. My hand's getting warm being in here holding it up. So fun knit. I love the way the variegation looks. It's just beautiful the way that turned out. And the top is nice. I'm not gonna pom-pom it. He's not a pom-pom guy. So that's off my needles. But I'm still, so there are 2 grandfathers and 2 young men. So 5 of these hats plus me makes 6 of these hats I'm planning to knit. And I have made 2 of them. One of them I knit twice. So I made my red one, and now I've made the Winter's Coming ones, and I've cast on a 3rd one because I just can't get enough. And for this one, I'm using some Pattern Works Breton, which is it's only 5% alpaca. It's 70% superwash, 25% nylon. And I was trying to find a yarn that matched this like fawn color. I had in my fingering weight sock yarn stash, and I couldn't. And this is a little bit more of an itchy yarn to be holding double. It is sport weight. Sport weight? I saw that somewhere, did I not? I guess I didn't. 390 yards for 100 grams, so that's sport or DK. So I cast on holding it double, and it was super scratchy, and it didn't have a lot of give to the rib because it was knit on such a tight gauge using US 5s. So I ripped it out, and I found a skein of Felici, Knit Picks Felici, in color, I think it's called Putty. That's what it is Putty. And so it has the fawn in it along with a taupe and a gray. And I said, let's try it. It can't hurt anything to see what's going to happen. And at least half of it will be fawn colored. So striping them together, or not striping them, holding them double. And it is striping in the hat, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't really bother me. And Felici is some of the softest sock yarn I've ever knit with. And as socks, mine end up pilly. I wear them. I don't wear through them, but they definitely show signs of age, that base, a little faster than my other socks. I don't know if I like them more. They're super soft. I don't know, but it's making for a very nice hat. So that's how far I am. This one is going to continue to follow the bobble hat, but I'm going to follow the chart, this is a free pattern from the I Hardly Know Her hat by Pamela Northrup. This I printed way back when. This is one of the hat patterns I found when I was moving into the den, which I haven't done anymore since last we spoke. But it's like a poker hat. Banger, I Hardly Know Her. Whatever. So it has the different suits, and it's written for sport weight yarn. I'm holding sport and fingering held double, so more of a worsted Aran weight. I'm gonna leave out one section of the chart, and I'll be fine. So I'll end up with every suit going up, but I just won't, because on this there are 6 repeats of the suits, and I'll just have 4. So 4 or 5. So I'm excited about that. I have, because it is like the suits, I have a red and a black to hold double, and so it's going to have that same nice folded brim and be really warm for my father-in-law. That one's for him. So, oh, you guys, look, my fire stick is in here. So there's that. I'm also thinking of knitting one of these, so that's 3 of them. The 4th one is going to be for my bestie, who is hard to knit for. I'll just say that. I'm thinking just high level. Her winter jacket is an orange peacoat, like rust colored orange, and I thought this red orange hat would be really pretty. She has also had red and orange copper colored highlights put in her hair, like big chunks of color put in. So I know she really likes the red orange shades. So I think she would like to wear that as a hat. But at the same time, orange and blue contrast really well, right? Orange and blue, purple and yellow, yeah. So they're the complementary colors. So this blue would look really pretty. And using, both of these are Malabrigo sock that I used for a shawl. And I have enough for a hat, and it would be a good way to use them up because I'm not gonna knit socks with them. Another really soft merino based yarn. So, and then this is a skein of Comfort Sock, Barocco Comfort Sock, that I think would just make sure it has a really soft hand feel for non-knitters, and then you have like no itchy forehead going on, and a super wash, and then acrylic, oh, it's acrylic nylon, so she'll be fine to wash it and take care of it herself. So that's what I'm thinking of for the future. And I have one more thing to show you, my friends, and that is this amazing sock bag that Amy Loris made for me. I don't remember if I showed it last time or not. She was such a sweetheart. Thank you so much, Amy. She sent me a package which then got packed along with all of our stuff that we moved in one of the non-labeled boxes. So it took me a while to find it and then be like, ah, I got it, okay, let me open it. And it had this really great book on art history for the boys, which cannot wait to sit down and start reading with Roland. It's definitely a like read one page and then we're done for the day. Like, let's talk about this theme. I love that type of, I love that Amy is on a homeschooling Montessori journey. She's the Knit Theory podcast, if you don't watch it, with her 3 boys, or probably 2 of them. I'm not sure that Wynn is in school yet, but that she's on this journey and she shares all of her knowledge on her podcast, and then has sent me this resource book because I do, whenever she shares something, I go and order it, like bedtime math and all these things, because it can't hurt to bring it into my guy's life. So she made me a knot bag, which I don't have any, and I love it. I think it's great. And and it's reversible, and then even better, so Amy also knit me some beautiful socks. So thank you so much, Amy. They are definitely my colors. 2x2 rib. Looks like a fish lips kiss heel. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. And I love the bag. My mom was laughing at me the day I got it that I had to take it out and show it to her and then show it to her in reverse, because I definitely do like this side better. But the fact that I can reverse it makes it cool. Makes it 2 bags in one, really, because when you get tired of one side, you've got the other. So inside that bag, I just have this little traveling sock that you've seen it before. There's my little progress keeper. So about 1.5 inches of work on it, and it's on zeros, 2mm needles, and it's Desert Vista Dye Works Visio in the Sanctuary colorway. So I'm gonna move my little progress keeper. That's it, guys. It's another really short show. Holy smokes. But the knitting will follow, I promise. I'll share a little bit about what's going on with us. So Ro is officially registered for kindergarten. It was on again, it was off again. Sorry, I just pulled my stitches off the needle.
Name. There was once upon a time, there was a riverman whose name was Captain Rip. He loved his stuff in his garage. There was a bad guy that lived far away from his house, and that name was Red Skull. And he did not know Red Skull and his outfit and his vehicle because he's not going because he never went there. And this is his first trip. So he's going over there to try to fight it. Here he goes in this plane.
We applied for a charter school in the area, and it's a lottery drawing, and we were selected, and I hemmed and I hawed and I talked to a bunch of teachers I know, and in the end I decided that we were going to do public school, just transportation. Like, it is, the charter school is 20 minutes the opposite direction, one way for Steve and I. So we would be adding 40 minutes twice a day to one of us. And we moved closer to work for both of us, 10 minutes closer. And so it was just like, really? That's not the only reason, of course. The charter school did not have a library, so the student to book ratio was not there, and it didn't have any technology, no iPads, no computers. You know, the teacher had a computer, but no resources for the students to use. So those were red flags for us. And as much as I love the idea of small classes and, you know, a 200-person school that's K through 8th grade, coming out of 8th grade class of 15 students, because the numbers get smaller as you go up in the grades, and then going into the public high school that we have in our town, the classes are about 500 students each. And so we would not be preparing him or doing him any favors by taking him out of a school that was 15 kids in his class and putting him into a school that's, you know, huge like that. So we just, in the end, felt like, yeah, sure, he's my little vegetarian, and he's sensitive, you know, we all have personality flaws, and Ro is a people pleaser and can get his feelings hurt a little bit sometimes, you know. One of the girls, Charlotte, didn't want to marry him, and he was very upset about this because all the other girls were married and Charlotte didn't want to get married, and he wasn't married. It's just upsetting one night. But yeah, so as much as I want to wrap him in bubble wrap, and, you know, I would love to keep him, I would love to homeschool him. I would love to just hold him right next to me all the time. I gotta let go. I gotta let him venture out into the bigger world. And the public school that we feed into from where we live now, it's the same one as where we were before, has great reviews, really good rankings in terms of state rankings. So there really isn't a strong reason not to go there. So I'm gonna try it, see how it goes. So to that end, I'm working on getting him piano lessons, because that was one of the big things that the charter school did have going for it, was the art and the music program. So I need to get those. My aunt pointed out to me, if you feel those are important, add those in. Get him a weekly session on top of whatever the public school is providing, and don't make yourself drive 40 minutes a day just for that one little thing. So, okay. And we've signed him up for soccer on Wednesday nights, so we'll be doing soccer from now on for a while here. I gotta go get him some cleats and shin guards. He's very excited to play soccer. And what else was I gonna do? Oh, there's a language school in town that I need to find out some more information about, and maybe we'll get him enrolled in a one night a week or a weekend class on Spanish or French or something, just to help develop that other part of his brain. And then I will feel like I'm doing good parenting. We had Easter. I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, we had a big egg hunt here. It was the big doings for them. They were so excited. I had so much fun being Bunny. I was up at 5 a.m., made sure all the lights were off. We have over the garage here, the motion sensor comes on. There's a motion sensor, so the light comes on, and the light is actually outside the boys' bedroom. So I ran back in the house, killed the lights, and then went back outside at 5 in the morning and ran around throwing eggs. And it's kind of fun. Did you find an egg?
Tristan, did you find an egg? Easter ever! Hey, good job!
What's wrong with your hat?
His ear.
What's wrong with his ear?
Moo!
Mou's not gonna hurt it. Don't worry.
Here.
Now flow. I know it's easy to flow. Go.
We put out 75 eggs, and I think the egg hunt lasted May maybe 20 minutes. So, note to self, next year do a few more / hide them a little better. I wanted them to be easy for Tristan, and Ro did good. Like, he'd point to him and then he'd keep going, but still, they found him really fast. So, yeah, that was fun. And my parents came and we had Easter here, so it's just one of the bonuses of having a nice house. So I think that's it. I had no idea. Enjoy what's going on with you. I'll see you in about 10 days or so. Take care.
Go take a picture.
Hi, Roro.
I'm calling Timber.
Go, 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 go.
Get up.
It's cracking. It's almost there.
Almost there, Timber.
I'll go yell it.
I'm going down. I'm calling Timber.
Yay!
Hey to you. How old are you now? Whoa!
We got it all!
Yay!
How big is he?
That's cool.
Happy birthday, Pepe. Happy birthday, dear Pepe. Happy birthday.